3 FM. Everyone, good morning to you. Of course, today is the third day in the month of November 2025. My name is Jude Ikami Jude, and I'm here because you're there. 7:03 a.m. I've got plenty of stories, courtesy a Punch newspaper as usual, Daily Thrust, Daily Post, Vanguard, Guardian, and of course the Nation newspaper. Hey, several stories here this morning, and of course, Rufai will analyze some of these headlines, and then Dr. Peter Anosike will do same. Okay, I promise is to be very, very robust this morning. All right. Let's set sail quickly. Don't forget that much more later you can also join the conversation, okay? That is at VOP 90.3 FM. First, you can go to YouTube right now. We're streaming. Yes. VOP 90.3 FM. They're just there. And then to the comment section, let's get your thoughts, your opinion, your observation, okay? Yeah. Of course, the WhatsApp number is also open. 081 717 56338 081 717 56338. Let's take a walk quickly, everyone. All right, first to Punch newspaper with a couple of headlines, but the biggest here: CPC blacklists 12 Nigerian governors. Other officials may face U.S. sanctions. CPC blacklists 12 Nigerian governors, other officials may face U.S. sanction. And when I say CPC, I mean country of particular concern. All right? All right, to some of the headlines. Mr. President, don't punish Nigerians again with 15% fuel import tariff. Trump's military intervention threat illegal. According to SANS, Trump's military intervention threat very, very illegal. 5 armed robbery suspects in Enugu police custody. Relief as Imo community abolishes outcast system. Trump's military threat against Nigeria violates international norms, according to experts. PDP crisis, Makinde bloc regroups as Otom Fayose back Wike. NDLEA arrests musician, uncovers Lagos illicit drug laboratory. Diri joins APC today, cites Bayelsa's interest. Student loan applicants hit 1 million, according to Nel Fund. Student loan applicants hit 1 million, according to Nel Fund. And then on coup controversy, Silva's brother driver still in custody. Let's check up some other headlines now. Osun APC mocks PDP over party's crisis. And then Anambra poll, a defining test for INEC chairman Amukwitan, says Atiku Abubakar. Otom blames suspended PDP leadership for current crisis. Fayose says no hope for PDP without unity, backs Damagum's suspension. Kaduna now one family. Uba Sani hails mass defections to the All Progressives Congress. Ekiti 2026, ADC pledges fair primary. Mass defection hits alias local government area as PDP, ADC members join APC. Power struggle tears PDP apart. So much to say about what's going on with the PDP. All right, the last one here, Punch newspaper has it still. It's unjust for 11 local government areas to dominate 22 others in Oyo. Ex-governorship candidate Ayoade is the one speaking here. And then quickly, I will take you to Daily Trust newspaper. Alleged Christian genocide. How Buhari stood up to Trump at White House. And still on alleged genocide, what US ought to do, says Kwankwanso. Gumi asked Nigeria to cut off ties with US if Trump fails to withdraw threat. Gumi asks Nigeria to cut off ties with US if Trump fails to withdraw threat. I know what's in your mind right now. Just chill, okay? Take a chill feel. Kano to build 586 million naira way bridge facilities. How my wife went missing in Abuja, found in Sokoto. Ooh. Kano marks 100 years of first aircraft landing. Our roads are death traps. Akwa Ibom communities cry out. Political interference hindering town planning. Well, according to experts. And then Sharia Council to Nigerians, don't let foreign lies divide us. Foreign lies. Sharia Council to Nigerians, don't let foreign lies divide us. On genocide still, US churches undergone attacks. Nigerian lawyers tell Trump. US churches undergone attacks. Nigerian lawyer tells Trump. On Anuga now, orchestrated game unfolding in US, but Tinubu is ahead. Onanuga speaking here. Orchestrated game unfolding in US, but Tinubu is ahead. We are preparing for action in Nigeria, US War Secretary. We are preparing for action in Nigeria, says US War Secretary. All right, we move from Daily Trust to Vanguard newspaper quickly, everyone. "2027 battle for PDP's soul deepens as factions dig in. Cooking gas price defying marketers and sells at 1,200 naira per kg. Trump now outrage over plan to attack Nigeria." And then let's look at more stories now. Nelfund records 1 million student loan applications, disburses 116 billion naira. Man foresees improved manufacturing output in 2026. Pound to Naira exchange rate today is also there, courtesy Vanguard newspaper. And then I gave you the price of cooking gas already. And then budget 2025, political, not economic document. Budget 2025, political, not economic document. All right, 2027 battle for PDP soul deepens as factions dig in. As Anambra Guba beacons, challenges before INEC's Amukwitan by Professor Jega. Yes, Jega is the one speaking there. He says, as Anambra Guba beckons, challenges before INEC's Amukwitan. That is by Jega himself. High cost of baby food. Nursing mothers now grind local cereals to feed babies. Stock market investors gain 7.25 trillion naira in October. Alleged genocide assists Nigeria with technology, not threats. Kwankwanso tells Trump assists Nigeria with technology, not threat. All right, shrinking opposition. Tinubu not behind governors, NAS members' serial defections to the APC. Nigeria protects citizens of all faiths. Tinubu reacts to Trump's comment. Check your time now, 7:12 a.m. VOPFM. Now we visit Sun newspaper for some more headlines. PDP plots survival strategy. And then Huma partners Shomolu local government area to disburse palliatives. And then we see another one there. Federal government transfers key roads to Abia government, gives contractor 30-day completion ultimatum. And then to some of the headlines now. Plateau 2027 with new ESCO, PDP stages big rebound. Soludo has failed to attract foreign investment in over 3 years. Paul Chukuma, YPP candidate, is the one speaking. And then APC holds rally, issues 196-hour deadline to take over Anambra. I want to take that again. APC holds rally, issues 196-hour deadline to take over Anambra. I joined APC to protect Bayelsa's interest, says Diri. All right, from the Sun newspaper now to Daily Post newspaper. Couple of headlines here. PDP situation hopeless, says Fayoshe. And then Christian genocide, Atiku, Obi, others mom, as tension mounts over Trump's military invasion threat. Kajuru communities condemn fresh attack in southern Kaduna. All right, to some more now. On defection, why I am joining APC. Bayelsa Governor Didi speaking. PDP collapsed under Damagum, says Fayoshe. Governors, others defecting to APC because of Tinubu crumbling opposition parties. Agbakai speaking. Osun PDP, APC trade blames ahead 2026 governorship poll. Kwankwanso sends message to Trump after U.S. invasion threat. Peter Obi charges new INEC chairman Amukwiton on credible Guba poll in Anambra State. And then let's check up the Nation newspaper finally before we join Rufai Yoseni. All right. Still on defections, Kaduna now one big family, says Uba Sani. Federal government, EU, France signed £10.2 million pact to strengthen pharmaceutical manufacturing. APC leaders to meet tomorrow on Kefa's planned defection. How Nigeria should respond to Trump's action by Oyebode. And then Nelfond hits 1 million student loan applications. Finally, PDP factions clash over warning letters. PDP factions clash over warning letters. Like I said, a whole lot to mention about the People's Democratic Party. I mean, a whole lot of things are not just going on well with the PDP. So much, to report. So much to report. But then, it's okay. Let's see how all of these pans out. Rufai Yoseni, tell us, what is your opinion, about the new wave in the PDP? What's happening to the People's Democratic Party? I mean, I don't know if these particular political party can do anything before, the general election, the 2027 election. I don't know. Well, but let's join Rufai Yoseni. Yoseni, talk to us about the People's Democratic Party.
So the crisis in PDP now looks unabating, and there's a new twist in the debacle of PDP. A court by Justice James Omotosho has ordered that the PDP convention be halted until the party complies with the statutory requirements of its constitution, the Nigerian Constitution and Electoral Act. The plaintiff also asked the court to stop the plaintiff asked the court, to stop the PDP's election process and convention process scheduled for Ibadan, because the PDP was supposed to have a convention in Ibadan before now. And if you remember, the suit was resisted by 3 aggrieved members: Austin Nwachukwu, Ama Ibrahim, Nana, and Turner, PDP Secretary South. The 9 defendants INEC, Samaya Umar Batu, National Working Committee, National Executive Committee, Umar Ilya Damagung, Ali Odefa. So the debacle of PDP continues, and it's a sad one for the PDP. As we speak now, the possibility of them doing their convention in Ibadan has turned very bleak, and it's a reality that the PDP has to face. And the court found that the PDP did not conduct valid state congresses before proceeding to organize planned national convention to elect its national members. Justice Omotosho directed the PDP to go back and put its house in order and give them a 21-day statutory notice to INEC before it can proceed on this process. So, as we speak, the PDP's wahala continues. The PDP is in dire straits. They will not be allowed to do their convention. Very sad prospects for them. So, a couple of things. The story of Nigeria being put on the country of concern list has raised a lot of concern. But today I'm just going to take our time to be able to explain, to Nigerians in general, what does that mean. So how did all of this start? It started about in 1998 when America had something called, International Religious Freedom Act, where they gave, the act gives the president powers to declare nations, countries of concern when they see, religious freedom violation. Because the context is, America, part of its foreign policy, wants to protect religious freedom. Because religious freedom played a very crucial role in the foundation of America itself. And since then, they've been designating nations, and the Department of State is to follow up on those nations. So, then that law was also amended in something called the Frank Wolf International Freedom Act of 2016. That was brought about by, I think that was signed by Barack Obama. And pretty much what the law says is that once a country has been designated, America should withdraw all form of economic support. America should, withdraw all form of access to loans. American entities should not deal with them. There should be withdrawal of economic relations and the likes, just to be able to ensure that that nation, does well for the areas that is being talked about as regards to religious freedom. And when this is done, over the years, it is noted that the department, the Secretary of State that is supposed to enforce this, has not really done lots of work. Because take for instance, there are some countries that have been on this list since 1998, countries like Burma and the likes, and there are also designations which was carried in the 2016 law of people of particular concern or entity of particular concern, which Boko Haram is also a part of, Al Qaeda is also part of, and all of that. Coming to the Nigerian case, I just want to make some clarifications. A tweet that President Trump made yesterday, and does the president have the powers to declare Nigeria, or President of America, does he have the powers to declare Nigeria a country of particular concern? Yes. And there are provisions made on that based on the Frank Wolf International Religious Freedom Act of America and the International Religious Freedom Act of 1998 as amended by the Frank Wolf Act. Secondly, does an American president, based on that, now say he has a right to invade another sovereign nation? No. And that's false. And Trump has no right, in fact, to be able to say that based on the law, because all the sanctions meted out and punishment meted out to countries that are put on the list of country of concern list does not include invasion. They are just economic sanctions and economic sanctions and preventions and denials by America just to be able to ensure that they get commitments of these countries to straighten themselves. And really, see, there have been countries that have gone through the process, that have worked with America
and they have gotten off this list. And as an example, countries like Vietnam, and you see considerable improvements. So Trump saying he will come and invade Nigeria, that's not possible, and that's been a violation of the law based on which the declaration of country of concern happened. Also, it's a violation of the United Nations Human Rights Charter, Article 2, Sub 4, where it states clearly that you cannot invade a sovereign nation, except there's a case of self-defense and there's a case of aggression, which that's not the case in these two areas. President Trump cannot say because Nigeria was declared country of concern, and American troops will come in. At first, it violates even the Frank Wolf International Religious Freedom Act, and it also violates the UN Charter. So that is out of it. But let's come to the key matters. Yes, conversations about Christians and Muslims are being killed. But the question is, should any Nigerian be killed in the first place? Because I see some actors now playing politics with it, like it's sort of like an indictment and all of that. But didn't we see the likes of Father Coker, write or speak to the American Congress in 2021 in a speech that really angered President Buhari and talked about the killings of Christians? Yes, he also talked about the fact that Muslims are also being killed. But if we even argue that Christians and Muslims are being killed, it's not even a violation and a ground for these people to look at us and say, okay, that is justified to put us on the country of concern list, because religious freedom should cover all religions. People should not be killed because of their certain religion. That's why you even have Religious Freedom Act, International Religious Freedom Act. For the fact that you practice any religion, you should not be killed for that religion. And those are the concerns that the country of concerns needs to commemorate. Anyway, the Nigerian government has reacted to this and ignored the calls of Christian genocide. Yeah, we know the argument that Christians are being killed and Muslims are being killed. But the question is, should people even be killed in the first place? Should we even have any killing of citizens whatsoever? And those that are trying to skew the narrative today, look at things like people sanctioned for blasphemy laws and things like that. That should not be the case. That should not be the case. Look at people tried under blasphemy laws in this country. So those are also part of the things that have been looked at. Let me now talk about the tribal implication, which is very wrong. And that's why a Nigerian media house called The Cable that did publish a story, and I was saying that they did a research that most of this Christian genocide talk is linked to IPOB accounts, which is very wrong. And that's why, please, we should be careful about tribalism in this country. It's not going to augur well for all of us, and we should please, I beg, for the love of God, leave tribalism out of most of these conversations. I read through that report by The Cable. You cited one or two accounts and you said, oh, they were IPOB. There's not an empirical fact to that study. And that's why I condemned that report. Because the conversation now is skewing around there. It's people from a certain group. No. In fact, the Christian killing cases people are reporting are even from mostly generated in the northern part of this country, in fact, the Middle Belt region. So it's got nothing to do with IPOB. And Adamu Garba also raised an important point. That what's the point about lobbying and conversations? That it now raises the point about Nigeria never having ambassadors all these years. And I think he raised a very firm point. Because these are things that some of your ambassadors, our ambassadors on ground, will be able to have conversations at. So let's even go back to the first time Nigeria was designated on this list. That was 2021. In fact, there were a lot of Americans. Nigeria was put on this list around December 2020. I think it was removed around 2021, 2022 when Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State, then was coming for Nigeria.
And a lot of people in America, in fact, even the likes of Marco Rubio, kicked against that removal of Nigeria from the list because they felt things had not improved. Fortunately or unfortunately, Marco Rubio is the SecGen today, United States, Secretary of State today. So, in fact, they had said that there was no justification in the first place removing Nigeria so early from that list because most of the concerns they raised had not been sorted out. So, what would be the way forward for me as regards this matter? I think to a large extent, the Nigerian government should see how we can stop the killings. See, nobody, be it Christian or Muslim, should be killed in their own sovereign country. All lives, Christian lives, Muslim life, every life should matter in this country. And as long as you have a country where there's a lot of killing and destruction, then definitely you will always have all sorts of levels of problems in our country. So I just needed to be able to explain in entirety and help you to make sense of this story that's been making the rounds, what it entails, what it's all about, and so that you can have clearer understanding. Okay, a couple of stories making the rounds this morning. So, like I was saying before, the PDP is now trying to sort out the problem it's got internally by sacking some of the wicked loyalists. And I say this is very late in the day to do all of this, because when you look at it, we must be able to do right, and we must do it quickly. Is it after now that most of the key structures have been destroyed in the party that you want to sack loyalists? And the question is, what is even happening to the legal system? How would a court, where we have all had Supreme Court judgments, interfere with a party matter and be dictating whether they're going to have a party primary or not? So one wonders what is going on with the architecture in the country, the legal system and everything, And for those that are benefiting from this, the question is what's going to be the future? And it's a shocking one. It is a very big shocking one, and I struggle to understand what is actually, going on at a time like this. I struggle to understand. And as regards the state of play of insecurity, the word said by President Trump, but I have stated before, yes, we cannot say, okay, because Nigeria is a sovereign nation, America obviously has no right to come and invade and all of that, that we should not fix our own security matter. And that's the big question I am asking today. Why are we not fixing our own security matter? And that's why I say it leaves much to be desired what is really happening in the country. And Sheikh Gumi coming out to say that we should call up America's bluff. Is it the same Sheikh Gumi that has been in the vanguard of supporting all sorts of nefarious elements and all of that? Is it the same Sheikh Gumi? The question is, why can't we not do well for our country? Why can't we not do well in protection of our country? I think these are the big questions we need to be able to answer. And the more we don't answer them, the more we don't get anywhere. And the more we don't get anywhere, we can't obviously do well and do better. So we should ask ourselves this question. So a couple of other stories making around. The Punch is reporting this morning that still on the messages sent by President Trump, 12 Nigerian governors and other officials may face sanctions. And 12 Nigerian governors, prominent rulers, traditional rulers, and senior judges are at the center of a looming diplomatic storm after the United States Congress considers a bill that could impose far-reaching sanctions on them. The lawmakers described as Christian genocide and systemic persecution under Nigeria's Sharia law and blasphemy laws. On Friday, Trump, in a post on Truth Social, lamented thousands of Christians that were being killed and asked Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole, and the House of Preparation Committee to immediately take action and look into the matter. And you see, when you look at Nigeria, there's been a lot of talk as regards blasphemy law, and some people being high-handed as regards even the use of Sharia law. A case in point is a story that we took recently of an owner of a shop in Abuja that said that some people had used Sharia law to come take over his shop because they had a dispute with not even him, but one of his tenants. So these are the conversations on ground, and Americans are saying they're going to mete out sanctions. So we need to look at these things closely. The truth is, and all we want is an end to the killings, which, when you ask me, I do not think is too much to ask for. You must be wicked to say that we've not had enough bloodshed in this country as we speak. And it is not out of place for people to ask for an end to all of this. I mean, what kind of generation do we want to give to our children? So we need to be able to look at all of these matters closely. And the earlier we do it, the better. So let's see. Let these people be sanctioned. Let people see what's going on. Makinde block regroups as Autumn and Fayashe back weekend. So this PDP matter is split down the middle. Anyway, I don't have sympathies for Makinde in any way. Because when Makinde was following Wike to destroy the party in the first place, did Makinde ever think that a day was going to come that he's going to try to build the party he destroyed when they all went against Atiku Abubakar, their candidates, in the last election? So it has to be said that we cannot allow things like this continue in our country, and we must be careful. So the PDP is already disintegrating. What's it called? Former Governor Samuel Ortom, Ayefashe thrown their weight behind Wike. Loyalists of Seyi Makinde and others trying to remobilize. There have been separate statements. Ortom and Fashe endorsed PDP faction led by National Vice Chairman Abdulrahman Mohammed, while blaming the acting chairman Umar Damagun for the party. At first, this same Umar Damagun was once with the Wike camp. So despite preparation for his national elective convention for 15th, anyway, the PDP has said that despite the court order, they're going to go ahead. We are going to see if they're going to nullify what they did there for violating court order. Wike supporters have accused Damagun-led leadership of bias, the same Damagun that was with Wike at a point, but now they've also divided. So you can see the intrigues and the infighting in the PDP as we speak today. Damagun-led National Working Committee announced suspension of Anyanwu, Deputy Legal Advisor Kamaldeen Ajibade, Okechukwu Osua, and National Organizing Secretary Umar Bature for alleged anti-party activities. In swift reaction, the rival faction led by Anyanwu counter-suspended Damagun, Debo Ologunagba, Taofeek Arapaja, National Chairman, over financial misconduct and incompetence. So the PDP has now become a joke as we speak. NDLEA arrest musician uncovers Lagos illicit drug lab. National has arrested musician Steady Boy for allegedly attempting to receive a consignment of smuggled illegal drug from US from his manager in the Lekki area. And the agency has said that he discovered an illicit laboratory in Ajawu Estate area. Spokesperson from Babafemi had disclosed this on Tuesday. This drug fight is on, and that's why we're against the presidential pardon. I was talking about pardoning people that have done drug. Still on this coup controversy matter, the Punch is reporting that 2 persons arrested during a raid at the residence of Timi Silva, former Minister of State for Petroleum, and the younger brother and the driver. Sources familiar with this, they said that Sylvia had planned to return to Nigeria, but canceled his trip upon learning that there was the arrest of some coup plotters. But I think the biggest story here is that the driver is still in custody, and the brother is still in custody. Anyway, the government has not given an official position on this, but we keep speaking about it. Many online sources have been reporting it. There's been a hush-hush attempt, but we keep reporting what transpired. And we keep saying that there's no way we should support a coup because it's going to set us backward. For all of those that are saying that it's going to be the solution to the problem, it's not going to be the solution to any problem. It's going to make matters worse. What we should call for are elections that count. On election day too, what we should do is to come out and vote en masse, for the candidates we like to be able to get leadership. And it's possible. So let's stop deceiving ourselves. Warri Takpe train derails 4 days after resumption. That's another sad one for Nigeria. This Warri Takpe line keeps derailing. It's a blight on our country. We have trains that are derailing almost every time. So it's that they didn't do it well. And Atiku Abubakar is saying that Anambra is going to be a defining test for INEC chairman Amopiton. And we're still having a lot of going on. Kaduna one family now. Ubazani hails mass defection to the APC. Those are some of the stories making around.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Now let's look deep into all of these issues, okay? Frank Ayala, I want to quickly, just 5 minutes of your time. It's quite noisy where you are, Frank. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm trying to connect to my earpiece.
All right. Thank you so much. Now let's quickly look at these issues back to back. We hear that about 12 governors. 12 not southern governors, 12 northern governors, prominent traditional rulers, and of course senior judges are at the center of a looming diplomatic storm, as the United States Congress considers a bill that could impose far-reaching sanctions on them over alleged complicity in what, American lawmakers describe as a Christian genocide and systemic persecution under Nigeria's Sharia and blasphemy laws. 12 Nigerian governors, other officials may face U.S. sanctions. Talk to us, Frank, on this.
Judy has a very good question. Somehow, I think our Nigerian politicians are refusing to believe that there's a law called karma that is not subject to anybody's review or modification. In 2014, our late President Muhammadu Buhari, this our current President Tinubu, and some other 14 other northern governor forums. They went to the United States to go and then see Obama, and John Kerry was in that meeting.
Okay.
They went to appeal that they should come to help Nigeria, that the Christians are being killed, and killing of Christians in Nigeria is totally unacceptable to them. As such, Obama then again, we listen to Jonathan interview after he lost the election, that Obama work against his in favor of APC. How openly said that Nigeria should go and vote for alternative party, and that's how APC come up. So Judy, back to the story. Do you think those same things they did in 2014 will not play about them? It will play. The Tinubu in 2014 said when he was campaigning 2015 for Buhari, 2023, he said he refused to accept my president's strong to do Buhari because of Muslim ticket with disorganized Nigeria.
Okay.
That if we make any attempt to do that, Nigerians will punish him and his family. All of us say amen to that campaign there. Today, where are we? Are we not doing the same Muslim ticket? Usually you have a leader who does not care about the people's feelings rather than you want to become president, you want to become the leader. This is what we get. Today, when they are selecting Muslim ticket, we want them. They say they were looking at strategy to win the election. What have they done with the election? Then, go back to the genocide. Okay. I don't have the number to say how many Christians or how many Muslims that have been killed in Nigeria, but we all are aware that Nigerians are dying every day. Either through kidnapping, through banditry, through inflation of military barracks by bandits or how you call them. Then people were being dragged to say they have been tempted to send them for $100,000 each. Whereas now we tell you, when you have never been able to establish that you continue with an ammunition, you if we kept a custody, my brother, which other example do you need to say the genocide in Nigeria against the Christians? Now the child is a Christian, am I correct? He didn't heard for a comment he said he incited the Nigerian people against the government. The people that took arm against the government have been we celebrated other than they have called the Federal Boko Haram. Julie, these are current leaders of APC we invest what they sold. They sold light to Nigeria. They sold they sold divided Nigeria to their benefit. I understand our president want to go and sit on our throne, and we are advising not to go because they will come back to make this base. You know why? America will show the videos and the pictures like what they did to Ginger in South Africa. If you go and come back, America is going to validate what they said. So we are advising not to go. Look for a better diplomatic way to agree to strategize on how to. But this music Donald Trump is playing. Tinubu need to develop a special strategy of that system. I understand they say it's a master strategy. They need to develop a strategy step to understand the music before you start taking steps. So because all this day is against Tinubu's ambition in 2027.
Okay.
I keep saying it, Tinubu will not contest for 2027. He will not. Because the oil that basin is very strong. Both local and international.
It's for Frank Ayala. Tinubu will
not.
Wait. Tinubu will not contest or Tinubu
will not contest. He will not contest.
How do you mean?
If he's going to if actually is a master strategy, he should know that the number that basin will not favor him. And it will not favor him. You know why I said it? You know why we are advising not to contest, but we are advising. Any attempt for him to contest and he lose is going to lose the relevance in Lagos. So to enable your Lagos fight, he better not just contest over with all the numbers. In addition to this CPC of America now, country of concern, special concern,
particular concern.
With this, it is clear that the Western world do not really leave him at the center. Because if you look at the antecedents, you will know why they are saying so. I listened to John Tone yesterday. Sometimes we try to criminalize social media. If you listen to what he was saying, and he give up, he wrote down some things that people need to organically do. Like what I told somebody yesterday, in one of our public conversations. I said, Tinubu don't need to go and see the American president. What you need to do, he should come out with a template to deal with the issue that have been raised at that level. And what are the templates? Some of those are things that people will be on the template. One, immediately go and cancel Riga or grazing, open grazing. Go and pass a law to shut down open grazing. India have about 360 million cows. You don't see their cow walk around. Nigeria have only 30 million cows. They are walking around producing those nutrients. Then two, Tinubu should go and ginger a list of what are sponsoring this. Saudi Dubai, when they sentencing people to jail, they brought out 400 lists and handed out to Buhari. What happened to that list? This lady in Sokoto that was killed under blasphemy. What happened to that case? Osinbajo was a bad president. A woman that went on money salon was brutally killed in the morning. What did they say? So the Americans have all these data. So I will advise Tinubu never to go there, but going to come back. Even if we come back to be convinced that it actually happened. We should go and develop a template to counter what that man is saying. But I will say it. He said if we do not take steps to addressing all these issues, then America have no choice than to step in. If you say go to step in, if you don't do it in Nigeria, go and develop a template. Immediately stop open grazing.
All right, Frank, thank you so much. Let me let you go. Let's come back to the studio. Appreciate you. Let's get back to the studio. We have Dr. Peter Anosike just right here. Top of the morning to you. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we need to look at all of these issues. 12 Nigerian governors, and other officials may face U.S. sanction. And I was having a conversation with Frank Ayala. But then, it means when we say there is war coming, it's not the whole country in general. It means there is a focused lens, so to speak, because now we hear northern governors and, of course, some MES officials and all of that. So 12 of them. What do you think?
Well, for me, I agree with Frank's submission.
Okay.
Because the issue is this, and I have been saying the same thing. Until these headers, terrorists masquerading as headers, are disarmed, this killing will continue. Because there's no way non-state actors will be walking about with AK-47. So for me, I can say that government is not directly involved in this killing or genocide. On the other hand, I can say they are guilty of inaction or negligence.
Okay.
Government is guilty of inaction or negligence, because there's no way you'll be allowing people to be carrying assault rifles.
Okay.
People who are not security agencies. So it is wrong. So once government is allowing them to be walking about with AK-47, they are complicit in this thing that is happening now. That's my submission. It did not start from Tinubu's administration. Understand? Successive governments have been allowing them. Understand? And that's why farmers are no more going to the farm, because it has become suicidal to go to the farm, because these terrorists masquerading as headers had conquered everywhere.
Let's get deep into the matter at this time. Senior advocates of Nigeria, a couple of them, have faulted the threat by United States President Donald Trump to deploy American troops to Nigeria over alleged killings of Christians, saying such a move could amount to an invasion and a violation of Nigeria's sovereignty under international law. That's what they're saying. In other words, they're saying that it's illegal. This threat by Donald Trump is very, very illegal.
Well, for me, if they understand Trump very well, listen, Donald Trump did this thing in 2020. So this is not the first time that Donald Trump is doing this. He did the same thing in 2020 because of the killings. And if you check, where most of these killings are happening are in Christian-dominated areas. Southern Borno, where Chibok is a Christian-dominated area. Southern Kaduna are Christians. Benue people are Christians. Plateau people are Christians. And they have their envoys. They have their ambassador in Nigeria. They are getting information on a daily basis. Understand? So it is not like our own government that relies on propaganda. They always have their data, and when they are talking, they are mentioning figures. Understand? As we speak, Nigeria has no ambassador anywhere in the world. For 2 years, Tinubu has not appointed ambassadors. So who is to speak for you there? Assuming we have an ambassador in the United States,
okay,
he will have gone to the government and say, this is the
situation of things.
Position. And when you are not there to defend yourself, understand? So they can come up with anything. So this country of particular concern is a wake-up call on the federal government to sit up.
You said Christians are being killed. I'm sure you're also aware that Muslims are also being killed in these areas.
I say where most of these killings are happening. Where most of these killings are happening in Christian-dominated areas. I mentioned Southern Borno. I mentioned Southern Kaduna. I mentioned Benue. I mentioned Plateau State. I didn't say that Muslims are not being killed. Muslims are also being killed. And I say that I cannot accuse government of being directly responsible. But I can accuse them of negligence or inaction. There's no reason why government should allow herdsmen to be carrying assault rifles. And for years now, I have been saying that government should disarm these headers. And I'll keep on saying it.
How would you look at that statement? That statement, threat, illegal threat. That's it. Illegal threat by some senior advocates in Nigeria. It's illegal and it's a threat. Illegal threat.
They don't understand the makeup of Donald Trump. That's their problem.
How do you mean?
They don't understand who Donald Trump is. And in America, once you threaten an American, they feel that you have carried it out. So this thing has been coming. As I said again, Donald Trump did the same thing in 2020, but he lost the election, and Biden, through Obama, revised it. Understand? Donald Trump did the same thing in 2020, but he lost the election, and Biden, through Barack Obama, revised it. You know, Barack Obama and Joe Biden rigged 2015 election.
In Nigeria, you mean?
Yes. So there's nothing wrong with Donald Trump that's intervening. In 2015, they did not see what Obama did as illegal. What goes round comes round. So for me, it is a wake-up call on the government to sit up. And the way to sit up is by disarming these herdsmen.
Dr. Peter Anosike, some says that these threats violates international norms. International norms.
Let them they speak Oyibo until it happens. So for me, this is an opportunity for them to sit up. And the way to sit up is to disarm these herdsmen. Understand? Mm-hmm. There's no way some people will be carrying AK-47 walking about, and if I'm seen with a jackknife, I will be arrested. Understand? So everybody, we have equal citizenship in this country. No people is more equal than the others.
Frank Ayala also brought in the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, who's been held for a couple of years now, saying that you find out that headsmen have been released. You know, you capture them, you put them behind bars, and after days or weeks they are released. And Nnamdi, who just uttered a word, is still behind bars.
That's why I'm saying that we have for long. It didn't start from Tinubu's administration. We have been practicing George Orwell's Animal Farm, where some animals are more equal than the others. There's nothing that Nnamdi Kanu has said that Sheikh Gumi has not said worse. There's nothing that Nnamdi Kanu has said that Asari Dokubo has not said worse. Imagine if it's an Igbo man that won the military. Don't provoke IPOB. The man will have been in detention now. The SND of Ajawo, what was his statement? If a government cannot protect Igbo traders, he will invite IPOB to come and start protecting them. That was the reason why they arrested him and put him in prison. He didn't say this is if. If is a conditional statement. If government cannot protect Igbo businessmen, he will invite IPOB to come and start protecting them. What did they do? They arrested him, slammed him in jail for 2 years because of that statement. But imagine what Sheikh Gumi had been saying over the years. But an Igbo proverb says, he who holds another man on the ground is also holding himself. Because if you pin somebody on the ground, you too, you are on the ground too.
The same Sheikh Gumi you mentioned, let's bring him to play here. Sheikh Gumi has urged President Tinubu to take decisive action against U.S. President Donald Trump following his threat, of military action against Nigeria. In his words, he said Gumi asked Nigeria to cut off ties with U.S. if Trump fails to withdraw threat.
The issue is this: if these people are thinking, who is more important, who needs each other. Understand me? Who needs each other? Does
Cut off ties with the US.
is stupidity on his part. Who needs each other? America don't even care if Nigeria exists or not. The issue is this: Donald Trump is a Christian. This thing, he has done the same thing in America, that Bible should be given back to the people. He has restored religious education in schools in America. Understand? And he has called for stop victimizing Christians in the United States. Donald Trump stopped this gay people joining the United States Army, which Obama approved. So Donald Trump is a believer, and Obama is not. Understand? And one of the reasons why Obama rigged 2015 election was because Jonathan refused to sign the gay rights in 2014. Do you understand? That was one of the reasons why he rigged the 2015 election. Even in 2014, Jonathan sent money for Tucana jets. Obama said, "Don't sell to them."
I remember.
You see it?
I remember.
So that's why I will always praise Donald Trump for retiring Barack Obama and his people. Understand me? That's why I will always praise Donald Trump for making Barack Obama and his people irrelevant.
Sheikh Gumi is saying that is an insult to Nigerian sovereignty and is calling for an immediate diplomatic response. To the president of US.
The issue is this: what is the economic value of Nigeria to the United States? United States is the largest economy in the world with over $38 trillion. Nigeria is not even up to $500 billion. These people, they don't study, they don't research. Understand? America is the largest economy in the world with $38 trillion, followed by China with 19 trillion, just half.
Okay.
And Nigeria want to cut ties with America. So if Nigeria,
are you saying we have no ties to court?
Do they need you? Do they need you?
Okay.
That's the question. Do they need you? Of what economic value are you to them? That's the question. Of what economic? That's what is the weight of your economy? You're not even up to $1 trillion. And this guy had 39 trillion. The person coming second has only 19.
Let's also look at what the Supreme Court for Sharia in Nigeria said in Kaduna State chapter. Yes, they've condemned the recent decision by Trump to classify Nigeria as a country of great concern over alleged persecution of Christians. All right,
country of particular concern.
Yeah,
that's the right word.
Sharia counsel to Nigerians: don't let foreign lies, lies, divide us. Don't let foreign lies.
For me, this is
divide
a
us.
wake-up call for Nigeria government to sit up security-wise. Bola Ahmed Tinubu swore on May 29, 2023 to protect life and properties of Nigerians. Let him start doing that. Let him start doing it.
All right. I still want to look at some of these stories back to back. Kwankwanso on his own is saying that instead Trump should assist Nigeria with technology, not threat. Assist Nigerians or Nigeria with technology to combat insecurity instead of the threat.
Excuse me. You have to show capacity before people will begin to help you. You have to help yourself before people will begin to help you. Have we helped ourselves? If Nigeria begin to show capacity by saying, okay, from today, no herdsman should carry AK-47, America will know that Nigeria has started doing something. Understand? We have to show willingness, capacity to do something. But if they keep on pushing back, Donald Trump will do what he has said that he would do. One thing with him, he does not forgive. That's one character that Donald Trump has. He does not forgive. Whatever he say he would do it. So Nigeria should start by showing capacity to protect themselves.
The federal government has not responded, or an official.
They have responded.
No, hold on, because I also want to ask you, what way? There's this way I'm actually going to. When I said they've not actually responded, how Nigeria should respond to Trump or Trump's action. That's where I'm actually driving towards. In your own words, in your own opinion, what do you think the federal government should do, say, or respond to this threat by Donald Trump?
By banning the herdsmen from carrying AK-47. By stopping the herdsmen from carrying AK-47. That should be the first step. Any other thing is propaganda. Any other thing, and you cannot stop journalists from reporting killings. Understand? Maybe if people die, you say that journalists should not report so that America will not hear. It cannot happen. Understand me? Even social media is everywhere. Everybody is a journalist as we speak. Once you have an Android phone, you are a journalist. You can report.
But even at that, I'm sure you know that insecurity in this country is underreported. Because if we want to blow out everything on daily basis,
grossly underreported. So what they should start is by banning these herdsmen. Our farms need to be free. Our forests need to be free. For me, that should be the first step. Instead of attacking Donald Trump, he doesn't even care that you exist. Understand me? What is your capacity? What is your economic value? So we should start showing seriousness, and the way to start showing seriousness is by stopping this herdsmen from carrying sophisticated weapons. Once this announcement is made today, it's going on over the world. Nigeria had banned the herdsmen from carrying sophisticated weapons. It's a sign that Nigeria want to turn the page. Attacking Donald Trump is like attacking Obasanjo. As you're insulting Obasanjo is happy. Obasanjo is dancing. Understand? So attacking Donald Trump is a waste of time. He don't even care. But when he remembers you, he will do what he said that he would do.
Orchestrated game is unfolding in the US, but Tinubu is ahead. Onanuga is the one speaking. These are his words.
Nonsense.
That there's an orchestrated game unfolding in the US, but Tinubu is ahead of this game.
It's ahead, and under your watch, the country has been designated country of particular concern. How is he ahead? Under your watch, Donald Trump is threatening military action, and you are ahead. So this is a government of propaganda, lies, deceit. So for me, they should start showing seriousness in tackling insecurity.
All right, let's just mention these before I get to open up the studio line so people can also participate in this discussion. Now, Didi has joined the APC, all right, and of course, citing Bayelsa's interest, but that's not the big deal. The big deal is that as regards the PDP crisis, Makinde bloc regroups as Otom Fayose backs Wike. Just 2 minutes on that.
Well, for me, I have said long ago that PDP is a broken down vehicle that will not be repaired till after 2027 general election. So all these things that they are doing is just like a snake that its head has been cut off. So it will continue that to struggle until it is dead. So for me, what is happening today in PDP is not a surprise. I have said it more than 8 months ago. I said it then. If Atiku want to run for the presidency, he should get out of PDP. If P2B want to run for presidency, he should get out of Labour Party. Understand? Okay. So I have seen this thing that's happening now long time ago. To some people it may be a surprise, but to me it's not a surprise. PDP is dead.
In your words, PDP is dead. All right. Let's also use this opportunity to let the people know that the book Abuse of Power. In fact, now this same thing ain't carry us reach where we did now. All right. Abuse of Power is bringing in interference from other countries. Peter, don't you think so? The interference by Donald Trump is because there is abuse of power here. Who is with this power? The Philippines or Nigerians, or what's really going on?
Well, for me, it should be negligence of power. It should be negligence of power on the part of the president, on the part of the presidency, because you cannot be treating some people better than others in a country where everybody has a equal citizenship.
Okay. All right. Just after these, I'll take your calls, everyone. Stay there. I'll be right back.
Customer, welcome. What you want buy?
I want buy changeover. Cutout fuse and distribution board made of 100% heavy duty copper.
Oh, come, I get am. See, I'm here.
No, now I'm looking for Slata Star J cutout fuse and distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel.
But Oga,
don't worry, I know where to get them. Whether na Star J changeover cutout fuse, Slata distribution board, Nipo cutout fuse, Star J solar battery, inverter, MPPT controller and solar panel, Star J ceiling fan, sockets, all earthen materials. Make you no go do cover wise pan foolish o. Slata Star J Indian product na #1 since 1961. Made of 100% heavy duty solid copper with no compromise. Available in all leading electrical shops nationwide. Slata Star J na you biko.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. All right, let's talk now. Nigeria 0700 903 903 903 is a number you can call to be part of the conversation this morning. 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. You will move away from your radio set or tone down the volume so we can hear each other. Just about 60 seconds for you, and of course, mind what you say on the national radio. In other words, be very, very civil. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. What's your name? Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Ozemen. I'm calling from Enugu.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, great.
This is very, very interesting captions you people are analyzing this morning. But I disagree totally with Dr. Peter Anosike, with due respect, that this government doesn't have a hand in the issue of killings in Nigeria. We've forgotten that it was CPC, Buhari's agenda that imported terrorists to this country in the guise of headers and harmed them. and the same CPC people merge with AG or whatever to form APC, and they continue with this hidden agenda to islamize Nigeria. You've all forgotten that Tinubu itself is totally in agreement with the issue of Muslim ticket and Muslim agenda in all its political game plans in this country. And if America is saying that Christians are being targeted and being killed in their homes, they have their facts. They are not like Nigeria that rely most on propaganda and lies to govern their people. Go to Benue State, for instance, which is a stone throw from my state of origin. Over 7 local governments have been distracted. In fact, the indigenous there were driven away from their ancestral homes and named Fulani communities. They renamed those places Fulani names. Give them Fulani names. What does it signify? And 99% of those people driven away from their ancestral homes are Christians. We've forgotten that before the planting season, they slaughtered so many people in Benue State. Can you see now? They were totally, in fact, killed, and the majority of them are Christians. Go to Benue State and see what is happening there in Benue State. The majority of those people that are being killed are Christians. South Kaduna, where in fact they slaughtering people, where this other one, that petty king-size governor, El-Rufai, go there, he has named so many other communities in Sagana.
Thank you so much for calling.
Okay.
I have to let you go now. Thank you because of our time. Let's take all the calls, okay? But thank you indeed from the Coal City State, Enugu, Nigeria. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, yeah.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can. Good morning. I can hear you. Just talk to me. Okay, call back if you can, okay? Maybe that's your network. Please call back. 0700 903 903 903. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Peter Nosike. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Obina calling from Ejibo.
Okay.
You know, when you are doing something, you cannot know the repercussion. The president is a Muslim. The vice president is a Muslim. When they are doing all this interpretation, they are happy. Muslim ticket. So now, people that kill Christians, even kill Muslims, are Muslims. Despite that, people deny they are not Muslim. In the Bible, Jesus said, if you are not obeying my commandment, you are not of me. But many people are Christians. They are not obeying the commandment of Jesus Christ. So these people that you people say that they are not Muslim, they are Muslim. They are Muslim. Only that they are not obeying the commandment of Muslims. That is it. So I listen to many radio stations. Every Nigerian welcomes it. Everybody welcomes it. Even me, I welcomes it. I like it. It's good. It's not good in a country when the people we are leading dislike all the whole leaders. None of our leaders now, they will bring out masses who will say, okay, this one is good. If we hear that somebody is sick, they will even pray, let him die, let him die. Is it good like that? Because they are not doing well. They are not doing well for the masses. Peter Nosike, explain it better. Frank Ayala, explain it better. Rufai, explain it better. We thank them. Thank you very much. Obina calling from Ejibo.
Thank you so much, Obina. Appreciate that. All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Chiki. I'm calling from Akapa.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I want to say that there is a Christian genocide in Nigeria. I am not talking about the one I read in news. This one is something that I went there myself. There is a village called Ndoba in Ebonyi State. We have common boundary with Benue. Earlier this year, those terrorists invaded the market in the one big market in the community, and they came when the market is already filled up with people. They started shooting. In fact, they killed close to God because the place is Africa. I don't even think that maybe there's police station around the environment. But because of how community is the place, what I saw in the news that people are reporting 120 people, but close to 500 people were killed. Thousands were collected with serious injury, cutlass injury, all sorts of things. So this is not about whether Muslim are being killed. I don't know why we are saying when we say there is Christian genocide in Nigeria. I don't know why somebody is saying Muslims are also being killed. If Muslims are being killed, then they have right to go and say there is also a Muslim genocide. But what we are talking about is that there is deliberate act of committing terrorists to wipe out the Christian community in Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate that. All right, still taking more calls. Okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
I have your colleague Sango.
Okay.
Thank you, I guess they are talking the right thing, Dr.
Arnold CK.
Yes.
Let's go.
You see, what is the primary work of the government? Is it not to protect lives and properties? We don't want to wait until yes, come tell them that they're killing in Nigeria. Look at displaced people. They put at the IDP camps and they displace people from their ancestral home. When those people coming in to come to their areas, and the government of the day continue playing politics, and the thing is just sweet them like honey and sugar. They don't care that people are wasting on daily basis. How many number? I want to ask. How many number you don't want to be killed before they start correcting this their errors? You see, before America want to talk this issue, they have got their facts now. They have the embassy here. Who is deceiving who? And they look at destruction, and they don't care. So the only thing I want them to do is that if I'm the president, I suppose from now to election period, that no single Nigeria die again, whether Muslim or Christian, no single Nigeria die. Enough is enough. And they should warn Sanwo-Olu in Lagos State. All these things is bringing us another trouble because they destroy people's home on daily basis. People use their money and buy properties, and Sanwo-Olu will go there and disobey court law, and in the middle of the night destroy all people's property. People should watch Sanwo-Olu very well. He's not the only governor in Lagos State. Why should he be doing that to people? When you have a town planners, when the building is on the move, they're supposed to come and stop it if it is illegal site. Than to leave it until people complete their city.
Thank you. You cannot say one show Sanwo-Olu.
No, it's wrong. It's wrong.
It's very wrong. You cannot say people they should want Sanwo-Olu.
No.
Okay, let me talk to you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Mr. Mba from Election.
Okay.
I disagree with Elosai this morning. Honestly, you are my man. Frank, you are my man. I want to talk about the genocide of the Christian in Nigeria. Russia invaded Ukraine, right? Are we hearing the numbers of people are massacred in Ukraine than the number that people are being massacred in Nigeria? You can see that the journalists are not journalists, but you know the truth. Is there any day in Nigeria newspapers you didn't hear that 150 are being massacred in Nigeria? If I'm lying, you're a journalist, you didn't know it every blessed day. I want to ask, in Ukraine, are there IGP camps where there is school draining war? But in Nigeria, how many IGP camps we have? And they claim we are not in the war. How many IGP camps, you're a journalist, after my call, please, Google it, check it. How many IGP camps we have in our so-called peaceful country?
All right.
I hear we are not in the war. We are IGP camps. Where are they made? And Nigeria Army will have released Boko Haram bandits, and they will mistakenly bomb IGP camp. It's a shame. It's a shame.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. You just take it easy, okay? Yeah, take it easy, please. All right. Hello, good morning here. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Jude, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Jude.
I can hear you. Good morning. I can hear you. Good morning. Okay.
Saw this
Hello.
Learn to move away from your radio set, please. Hello, good morning.
Dr. Peter Adosike, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Let's go.
Good morning. Please, these people, they are lying too much. These people will cause problem in this country because I'm seeing that problem coming now. No, but okay, look at what is happening. Look at what they are killing everywhere, and they don't even want to talk about it. And some pastors join them that they are saying that they are not killing any Christian. It's only Christian that they are killing. They are killing Christian people in Nigeria. They are killing us in this Nigeria. Trump, I beg, come to our help. Come to our rescue. They are lying for you. There is something like that. They are killing people. They are killing us. They are killing Christians in this country called Nigeria. Please, Trump, come and help us, I beg. Thank you.
Okay. Peter,
I want to talk about the IDP camps. In Benue now, as we speak, there are more than 1 million people in IDP camp. More than 1 million people in IDP camp. Agatu, if you remember the Agatu massacre, when Samuel Otom was the governor of the state, a month after, I was among the World Bank team that visited Agatu. Up to today, the whole village was ransacked and burnt. Up to today, that town has not been rebuilt. The people have not returned to their village. They are now in an IDP camp. And what government is now doing is now building pooling units in IDP camps, which means IDP camp have now turned to their homes. Do you understand it? Of course. They are now building boreholes, pooling units, which means they will now live in IDP camps. While their homes that have been sacked, the people that sacked them can now occupy and now be feeding their cows there. So all these things, the issue is this. As I said, America has their ambassador in Nigeria. They have their high commissioners in Nigeria. They are getting information. So for us, we should try to be doing things right. Don't play into the hand of your enemy. Understand? So we should start taking our security seriously. And as I said before, the first step is to ban these herdsmen from carrying assault rifles.
All right. Thank you so much. Hello, good morning here. What's your name and where you calling from? Good morning.
Good morning, Gideon.
Good morning.
And good morning, Dr. Anosike.
All right.
Pretty much this is Prince Albert calling from California. Currently it's 11:25 p.m. where we are.
Okay.
And I'm just listening with keen interest on what Dr. Peter Anosike said. First and foremost, okay, let me make this clear. We all are entitled to support whoever we want to support and believe in whatever we want to believe. However, it's a disservice to misinform the general public, especially Nigerians. Why am I saying this? Mr. Anosike, when you talk about education, okay, in America, the state handles education. Every state handles their education, and nobody took the Bible out of the classrooms. So when you talk about Trump bringing back Bibles to the classroom, that is false. It's not true. And when you talk about this so-called gay and whatever it is, if you know Bruce Jenner, if you know the senator, the gay senator from South Carolina, who are they? They are best friends to Trump. So when you want to talk about gay and all that kind of thing, like in America, we say this.
All right.
I don't care what
any other person does in their home, that's their home.
Prince Akwati.
But we should not say that. Yes.
Yeah, because of
Okay, so we won't say that Trump is a Christian because he's against gay. So let's correct that information. It's a false information.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I want
You're
to
going to respond to that.
I want
quickly.
to react.
Just 1 minute.
I say in 2014 why Obama moved against Jonathan is because Jonathan failed to sign the gay rights in 2014. Google it, you see it. That was one of the reasons why he moved against Jonathan, because Jonathan refused to sign the gay right in 2014. It is news in the public domain.
Okay. All right. Peter Nosike, thank you so much. We have to go now because of our time. Thank you indeed for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Lagos, I will be right back. Okay? I'll be right back much later. Everyone, good morning and have a great day.